तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
The Akashic experience is named as such because it's an experience of reading or being in contact with what I call the Akashic field. An Akashic experience is the experience of actually receiving information from the Akashic field, this quantum information field that is part of what we misleadingly call the vacuum, which is actually a field space, a plenum. So natural ways to get into Akashic experiences through altered state of consciousness, through prayer, through meditation, it's all possible. And these Akashic experiences are our passport, are our computer connection, are our internet connection, are the Wi-Fi, that we have to connect with the world around us. Why is this important? Because it's through this experience that we can recover our belongingness, or being part of the cosmos, of nature, or recover our coherence with it. We are no longer cut off. The Akashic experience gives us evidence, gives us testimony that we are part of this larger whole. And in these times, when we suffer so much from being cut off, from acting selfishly and destroying the world around us, the coming of these experiences is extremely important. And perhaps that the fact that it occurring to more and more people recognize it. Maybe it's not quite accidental. Maybe there is some kind of a force or basic information field that's emerging, that's pushing us in this direction, that's saving us from decline and demise that we ourselves have created. To people to whom this is happening, it's a mind-transforming experience. It transforms your life, transforms your consciousness, transforms your thinking. Having Akashic experiences means opening up to coherence with other people, with our society, with our culture, with nature. We need more and more to establish our coherence, not to destroy our world, because we're in the process of destroying our environment, changing the climate, making water unavailable or polluting it worldwide, and having more and more people who do not have enough food to eat. In all ways, we are destroying the world around us. They're making it incoherent. So becoming coherent again is important, and the best way that I know of is through intuition. And taking intuition seriously, opening up to intuitions. And this is the basis, I think, of all scientific exploration, of all basic scientific breakthroughs are based on spontaneous intuitions. To be coherent with the world is ethical. Ethics to me is to act as part of a whole. An Akashic experience is the experience of being part of other things, experience of entering into other things, seeing the world, feeling the world as other people, as even as animals, as plants, feel the world. So this is opening up. This is a very rich kind of experience. If we open up to it, if we allow it to penetrate our consciousness, we become more ethical human beings. It's a very interesting phenomenon today that the media is becoming more aware now. There are other ways of looking at the world than the classical, narrow, materialistic way. There are more and more programs about nature, about communication with other species, about communication through spiritual dimensions as well. This phenomenon is increasing. The phenomenon of spirituality is phenomenon of what they call oneness, which is another expression for coherence. And it's extremely interesting and important that one can talk about it. And surely people who are viewing this report, they are viewing it because they feel that there is something that one can gain from this. This is, in some ways, it's important to recognize this. It's not just idle speculation. It's not just an abstraction or fantasy. There is something that connects us. This is sometimes called the aha experience. That's, in my experiences, when I talk about these things, people say, aha, yes, I've had experiences like this myself. So the phenomenon of more and more people opening up to Akashic experiences is a healthy phenomenon. It's a healthy phenomenon. It's a kind of the immune system. It's like the immune system of humanity beginning to act and beginning to move to a greater level of force and power to outlaw, to isolate these negative effects that poisoning our mind and poisoning our world, the feeling of isolation, the feeling of separateness, the selfishness, the egocentricity. These are all part of the collective immune system of humanity generating the antibodies. And one of the antibodies is precisely Akashic experience.
Sure.